bump.
Today's news.
CBS News on the hour. Sponsored by ZipRecruiter. I'm Uncle Wallace. Inflation rose in June to its highest level in 4 months. The Labor Department says consumer prices were up 2.7% from a year earlier.
Milk. Produce too, even just regular stuff like milk and eggs. The price of everything is going up.
CBS's Jason Brooks says President Trump's tariffs are pushing many prices higher. Food prices seeing a solid gain, and gasoline prices rebounding from 4 straight declines. Grocery prices rose on big increases in beef, citrus fruits, and coffee, while shelter, medical care, and motor vehicle insurance continued to sustain strong gains. But car and truck prices fell. They're cleaning up in the Northeast after heavy rains triggered flash flooding last night. CBS's Jared Hill. The dangerous system dumped more than half a foot of rain in Scotch Plains. I've never seen flooding like this. Triggering flash flooding and water rescues throughout the state. The town of Plainfield hit especially hard, with homes flooded and trees uprooted. 2 people died in Plainfield when floodwaters swept their car away. A lot of people in immigration detention centers will no longer qualify for bond hearings.
People living unlawfully in the U.S. for years used to be eligible for bond hearings, allowing them to fight deportation outside of detention centers. Now a policy change says all non-citizens who enter the U.S. illegally face mandatory detention. This woman protesting ICE policy says,
I have family and friends who are terrified.
The Department of Homeland Security coordinated with the Department of Justice on the policy shift. Allison Keyes, CBS News, Washington.
Congress is set to vote on whether to cancel $9 billion in federal funding for public media. CBS's Caitlin Huey-Burns says foreign aid, including an HIV/AIDS prevention program, could also be on the chopping block.
That's something that has long had bipartisan support. It was first proposed by President George W. Bush and has been approved by Congress a few times since then. The rescission's request from the White House cuts that funding, and there are a couple Republican lawmakers who are concerned about that specific provision.
And there's late word Republicans have dropped the HIV program from the rescissions. Critics are blasting a plan by Israel's defense minister to move Gazans into a camp near the southern border with Egypt. CBS's Elizabeth Palmer is in Tel Aviv.
There is opposition inside Israel to the humanitarian city, but the government appears to want to forge ahead. In fact, the Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, has asked the army to speed up the plan.
Israeli forces killed at least 18 people today in the northern Gaza Strip. Futures stocks today are mixed. This is CBS News. Are you looking?
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear the good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 67 degrees in Sonoma, California.